Sa video na ito, ang pag-uusapan natin ay branches of accounting para sa mga ABM students. If you have any questions, kindly comment below. Pero please also do consider subscribing para mas marami pa akong estudyante na ma-reach. Pag sinabi mong branches of accounting, ang meaning lang nito ay yung types of accounting na ginagawa sa mundo. Marami kasing uri or types ng accounting na ginagamit. Depende to sa ano ba yung kailangan ni account, sino ba yung nag-account, at in the next slide, i-discuss natin to in more depth. So let's continue to our next slide. So major branches of accounting, actually merong 8. Ang una dyan yung financial accounting. Pag sinabi mong financial accounting, ito yung recording, summarizing, and presenting financial transactions for external users. Pag financial accounting, ang kailangan nyo lang tandaan dito ay financial siya in nature kasi ang common na ina-account dyan ay yung profitability ng kumpanya. Pag sinabi mong profitability, ang Filipino niyan ay kita. So, pag financial accounting, ina-account mo kung paano mo makukuha yung tamang profit ng kumpanya. Kaya siya financial accounting in nature. Ang gumagawa nito usually ay yung mga for-profit companies katulad ng malls, katulad ng mga retail stores, katulad ng mga restaurants. Kasi kailangan nila ng malaman kung magkano yung profit nila. At para makuha yung profit, gagamitin nila yung financial accounting. Number 2, management accounting. Ang management accounting naman, it provides data for internal decision making like budgeting and forecasting. Pag sinabi mong internal class, ang meaning lang nito ay yung management. Sino ba yung management? Ang management mo ay yung CEO, COO, managers, So sila yung internal team sa kumpanya. Kaya tinatawag siyang internal. Pag sinabi mo namang decision making, syempre nagpapatakbo ka ng kumpanya, therefore you need reliable data. At para makuha yung reliable data na yun, gumagamit ka ng management accounting. And isa sa mga examples ng information na kailangan ng mga managers ay yung budgeting at forecasting. Pag budgeting, usually ang center nito is yung cost. Kung magkano ba yung kailangan nating gastusin, magkano yung pinaka-budget natin. Let's say, for this year, kailangan 10 million lang yung magastos natin sa supplies, For forecasting naman, usually inaalam mo kung magkano yung sales for a particular year. Let's say for this year, kasi mabenta yung produkto natin, I think magkikreate tayo ng 30 million worth of sales. To get yung budget, to get yung forecast, ang ginagamit mo dyan ay management accounting. At yung management accounting information, it will help decision making. Kasi pwede mong sabihin as a CEO na parang ang laki ng gastos natin dito sa supplies, Ang binudget natin 10 million lang, pero bakit 12 million ang ginastos natin for this year? Nag-breach siya dun sa budget natin. Pag forecasting naman, ang decision making mo dyan is, ano kaya yung produkto na mabenta sa market, Finorcast natin na 30 million, pero apparently 20 million lang yung nabenta natin for the year. Ano yung problema? So, to create decisions like that, you need information from management accounting. Number 3 is government accounting. Pag sinabi mong government accounting, ito yung pag-track ng public funds and ensures legal compliance in public sector budgets. Ang gumagamit ng government accounting ay syempre yung gobyerno. Ang gobyerno kasi may sarili yung way for accounting for things. And pag sinabi mong public funds yung involved, government kagad yan. And ina-applyan mo siya ng government accounting. Number 4 is auditing. Ang auditing naman is examining and verification of financial records, whether internal or external. Sa mundong ito kasi hindi ka pwede magtiwa-tiwala kung kani-kanino lang. It goes the same with companies na hindi porket i-record nila sa financial records nila na let's say 100 million yung sales. Hindi porket sinabi nila 100 million yung sales ay dapat maniwalaan mo na kagad. Kaya tayo gumagamit ng mga auditors, tinatask natin sila na mag-examine kung totoo ba talaga at i-verify kung tama ba tong reported sales nila na 100 million. Number 5, tax accounting. Ang tax accounting naman, it deals with taxation. At sa Pilipinas, ang taxation authority natin is the Bureau of Internal Revenue or BIR. Ang BIR, siya yung taga-collecta ng tax natin. At for us to pay taxes, ang tawag sa action of paying taxes is filing. At under tax accounting, hindi lang yung pagbayad ng tax ang ginagawa, kung hindi yung pagplano. So, kunwari, sa industry, no, pwede ka magplano kung magkano ba yung capital tax na babayaran mo for the year. Yung donor's tax, no, marami yung uri eh. And for you to plan it, no, with regards to taxation, ang tawag doon ay tax accounting. No? You're using your knowledge in taxation to plan and also to file your taxes. Number 6, cost accounting. Cost accounting analyzes product service cost to improve efficiency. Ang focus nito is yung cost or magkano yung ginastos mo for a particular item. So let's say, isa kang merchandiser, nagbebenta ka ng libro. Yung libro na binili mo from your supplier ay tawag doon cost. No? Anything na ginamitan mo ng capital mo, ang tawag doon ay cost. And if gusto mo ma-examine yung cost, gagamitan mo to ng cost accounting. Mas useful to actually sa mga manufacturing companies, no, class? Kasi pag manufacturing companies, let's say, kailangan mo ng isang produkto na i-produce, no? Product 1. Ang product number 1, let's say, maraming material siya na ginagamit. So, material 1, material 2, material 3. Minsan, magkakaiba yung cost niyan. Let's say, material 1 is costing 10 pesos, 2 is 20, 3 is 30. Minsan, kailangan ng kumpanyas ng full picture kung magkano yung cost nila. Kaya, ang pag-analyze ng cost, no, ang tawag dito ay cost accounting. 7 is accounting education. Ang accounting education yung ginagawa ko ngayon. Pag-share ng knowledge, no, it focuses on teaching and developing learning materials. Ito din yung ginagawa ng mga guru nyo na sa pagturo sa inyo ng accounting as ABM students. Next naman is accounting research. Accounting research, ito class yung nagsistudy at nag-i-improve ng methods and standards. Believe it or not, ang accountancy actually para niyang may similarity yan sa law, no? Kasi sa accounting, meron ding sinusunod na batas, which is yung tinatawag na standards. Within the standards, doon nakalagay ko ano yung mga methods for accounting, no? So, kunyari, sabi sa IFRS 16, isa sa mga standards na acquainted ako, ito yung pag-account for leases, no? Yung lease, in short, ay yung renta. Paano ka ba mag-account ng lease? Ang ginagawa ng mga researcher ay dinidetermine nila ano nga ba yung nangyayari sa industry with regards to leases. Tama ba yung pag-account ng mga kumpanya with regards to the standard? Kailangan ba natin i-adapt due to emerging technologies like AI, etc.? So, inaalam nila kung dapat babaguhin nila yung methodology, in this case within IFRS 16. So, class, yun yung 8 types or major branches of accounting na diniscuss natin. If you have any questions, kindly comment below. And see you on our next video.